Good morning, students. How are you? I think you are safe at home. Okay, other day we discussed about some information about the election commission in India. Today also I am very happy to meet you through this online process. I hope that you are carefully observing all these online classes. I think it is very helpful for you. You must follow these kind of online classes. Yesterday we discussed about Election Commission of India, how Election Commission conducts elections in India, how many types of elections are conducted in our India by the Election Commission. Here, the election commission, already I told you, I explained you about the election commission, that means the central election commission, that is also called as the election commission of India and the state election commission. So what are the duties of, what kind of elections conducted by the chief election commissioner of India, that is called as elections of President of India and Vice President of India, that is. And again, elections to the Rajya Sabha and election to the Lok Sabha. So these are also conducted by the Chief Election Commissioner of India or otherwise Election Commission of India. And one more thing is also there, that is called as assemblies of every state, that is called as the legislative assemblies, means MLAs of the state and the MLCs, the council of the state. These are also should be conducted by only Election Commission of India. Yes, do you know these are the information about the Election Commission of India? Already I told you yesterday the members of the Election Commission. Do you remember how many members are there in Election Commission in India? Yes, 3 members commission I told. Who are they? They are, one is the Chief Election Commissioner and others 2 are called as commissioners I told yesterday. Do you know what is the name of Chief Election Commissioner of India? Yes, Sunil Arora. Sunil Arora, he was the present Chief Election Commissioner of India. Other commissioners, Ashok Lavasa and Sushil Chand. These are the 3 members commission should be conducted elections to the President and Vice President of India and Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha elections and a state level member of legislative assemblies and councils. These are the important functions of the election commission. At the same time, state election commission. Yes, the state election commission is also must conduct elections in Andhra Pradesh. Every state has its own election commission. Generally, the state election commission may conduct elections to the local bodies, that is called corporation elections and municipal elections, elections to the village panchayatis, mandal parishad and jilla parishad. These levels, simply we have to say the state election commission must conduct elections to the local bodies elections. So this is information about the state election commission. Do you know who is the present state election commissioner? Of course, at present actually 3 months back, up to 3 months back, Sri Nimmagadda Ramesh, he was a retired IAS officer. He acts as the Chief Election Commissioner of the state. Of course, nowadays it is in the court issue. So that is the position of the Election Commission in India. Actually, every state has its own election commission. In our Andhra Pradesh, the first time 1994, that is United Andhra Pradesh. In the United Andhra Pradesh, 1994, election commission was existence in our Andhra Pradesh. Of course, after bifurcation of the state, the new Andhra Pradesh was formed as new Andhra Pradesh State Election Commission was appointed. that is called as, that is on 31st January 2016. 31st January 2016, the State Election Commission was appointed. Still it is continuing because it is a new state of Andhra Pradesh, new Andhra Pradesh with 13 districts. This is the simple, how to say. So this is the brief information about the Election Commission of India and State Election Commission, how they are functioning their duties in the country. Yes, what are the important functions of Election Commission of India? What are the important functions of Election Commission of India? That means delimitation of the constituencies, announce and result the election results, and also announce election schedule and election notification. Election schedule and election notification is also there, and collect the nominations, withdraw, scrutinize, and also identification of the political parties, and also identify the political parties. Yes, the Central Election Commission identify the political parties also there, and also allotted symbols to the political parties. Do you know how many political parties in our country or in our state? Yes, in our India, some national political parties are there and some regional political parties are there. So what is the difference between national political parties? What are the national political parties are there? Yes, generally the national political parties may represent national level to the parliament, the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha. Of course, generally the people representatives may elect by the people directly in the every general elections are there. That is the election commission. And also the State Election Commission may conduct only the local bodies level. Listen, in Andhra Pradesh, new Andhra Pradesh, January 2016, new Chief Election Commissioner was appointed in our Andhra Pradesh. This is information. Yes, what is political parties? Yes, regional parties means the regional parties may represent only the state level. Of course, they are also elected as MPs of Lok Sabha and MPs of Rajya Sabha. That is also they are focused in the parliament as what are the problems of the state. So this is the information about this. Okay. Yes. When once election commission announce the notification, automatically there is no government administration there. That means the entire administration of the state under the control of the Central Election Commission. Until the conduct of election, until the finish of the elections, all the state administration under the control of Election Commission only, they must follow the guidelines. That is the power of the election. It is an independent organization. Nobody can force anybody at any level to the Election Commission. Nobody can influence. So these are the responsibilities of the Election Commission of the state and the central level. Okay, now. Yes, next one. What is regional parties? What are the important national parties in India? Yes, Congress, BJP, Bharatiya Janata Party, and CPI. This is the national parties. Congress, BJP, CPI, CPIM, and BSP, Bahujan Samaj Party. Bahujan Samaj Party, these are called as national parties. Yes, these are called state parties. That is TDP, that means Telugu Party, and the second one, yes, YSRCP, that means Janasena. These are the regional parties. These are parties. Yes, generally, regional parties may focus on the state problems only. It represents state level. TDP means Telugu Desam Party. The founder of Telugu Desam Party was N.T. Ramarao, Nandamuri Taraka Ramarao. He was a popular Telugu film actor. He founded the Telugu Desam Party in 1982. 1982 it was founded. YSRCP. Actually, the many people of Andhra Pradesh may think YSRCP means YS Rajashekar Reddy Congress Party. Not like that. YSRCP means Yuvajana Shramika Raj Congress Party. Understand? The many people of Andhra Pradesh think YSR is the former Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh. He was a very popular Chief Minister. So, generally, we think YSR means YS Rajashekar Reddy, not YSR means Rajashekar Reddy. Yuvajana, Y stands for Yuvajana, S stands for Shramika, R stands for Right to Congress Party. The founder of this party was YS Jagan Mohan Reddy. Of course, the present, our Andhra Pradesh was ruled by YSR Congress Party. The present Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, YS Rajashekar Reddy. The previously of the 2019, Chandrababu Naidu acts as a Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh. He belongs to Telugu Desam Party. Another important party is called as Janasena. Yes, he was also founded regional party by Pawan Kalyan. The Pawan Kalyan is also a popular Telugu film actor. He founded Janasena Party. Yes, he was the founder of Janasena, and YS Jagan Mohan Reddy, the founder of YSRCP. Nandamuri Taraka Ramarao, he the founder of TDP. Listen, how can you identify the particular party became a regional party? That means the constitutionally, the election commission must identify this regional party. The regional party must get 3% of votes. If any party wants to be recognized as a regional party, in the elections, the total polling votes, the party should get 3% of votes. Then only the commission identified and recognized as a regional party. What about national party? Yes, national parties must get 6% of total votes. Then only the particular party identified as a national parties. Do you know the two kinds of parties are there? One is national political parties. The second one is regional political parties. This is regional political parties. These are called as national political parties. And the means Congress, BJP. BJP means Bharatiya Janata Party, CPI, Communist Party of India, CPIM, the Communist Party of Marxists, and BSP, Bahujan Samaj Party. These are the important national parties in our India. Of course, for all these parties, the election commission allotted election symbols. That's without the symbols we can't identify the particular parties in the elections. Because of the particular symbols, we voters casting their vote. That's what is the election symbol of Congress? Hand, palm. You know, astam simply how to say? Astam. That is the palm. This is called as the election symbol of the party symbol of Congress. The second one, BJP, Bharatiya Janata Party. The symbol is lotus. The symbol is lotus. And CPI, sickle and hammer. It is called as CPI, and sickle, hammer, and star is called CPIM, and also BSP, elephant. Bahujan Samaj Party, the founder of this party was Kansi Ram. That the present president of BSP party is called okay, so these are the BSP. This is these are important political parties. Of course, you want to worry about this is the symbol is cycle, the symbol is fan, this symbol star. Okay, this is afterwards I can say. Okay, the glass. Okay, the symbol of Jansana glass. Very good. Okay, understand? So these are the important. Okay. So already I told you about the election process of India. As listen, I am going to rubbing off. Generally, the election commission conducts the election in the three levels. That is called as already I told you. President, Vice President, and Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, and State Assembly Councils. Generally, sometimes the election commission may conduct elections that is called as elections of treated action. That is called general elections. General elections, by-elections, and third one is mid-term elections. Understand, listen? General elections. What is called general elections, and what is called by-elections, and what is called mid-term elections. Listen, general elections means for every 5 years, the regular interval of every 5 years, elections to be held to the country, state assemblies, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha and state assemblies. These kinds of elections are called as general elections. Once again, the regular interval of every 5 years, elections held to the state assemblies and the parliament of Lok Sabha is called as general elections. Understand? How many kinds of elections are there? 3. That is general elections, by-elections. It is also called as a by-poll. It is also called mid-term poll. Okay, listen once again. By-elections. Just you observe. By-elections. By-elections means the election commission may conduct elections to fulfill a few vacancies. How it is possible? Yes, sometimes a MP of Lok Sabha or MLA of the state, sometimes these constituencies may vacancies due to resign because of his health ground, Otherwise, because of allegations, he may resign. Because of suddenly died, and because of shot dead by any other persons. In these times, once again, to fulfill these vacancies, by-elections will be conducted by the election commission. So this is called as a by-poll. Do you know, recently, as in Visakhapatnam, the MLA of Araku Valley, he was shot at by Naxalites. Then the commission was to conduct elections to these kind of. So like that, sometimes to fulfill these a few vacancies, elections must be conducted by the election commission is called as by-elections. Third one, midterm poll. Actually, for every regular interval of 5 years, elections will be held. In some times, the government has prorogued the parliament or assembly in the middle of that time. Example, I can tell you, recently the Telangana government prorogued the assembly before 1 year of that time. Actually, 5 years the government should continue, but only 4 years continue the government. As before 1 year, the assembly was prorogued. As it is newly elections conducted to the Telangana, and also at the time of Atal Bihari Vajpayee as a Prime Minister of India, that time also in the before 1 year the assembly parliament was prorogued, elections conducted, is called as midterm elections. Understand? Once again, general elections and by-elections and midterm elections, it is also called as a midterm poll. Of course, very rare. Generally, most of the times, the tenure will be fulfilled. Very few times only the midterm elections were held in our India. Generally, every state try to continue the rule up to 5 years. So these are called as different elections which was conducted by election commission. That is called as general by-elections and midterm poll. And again, election code. Election code. What is election code? Is it necessary for the country? Definitely. What is election code means? The rules and regulations which was issued by the commission at the time of election. All the political parties, those who are contest in the elections, must follow this kind of code, election code. This is called election code. Do you know, in our school also, some school code is a code of conduct. Now, every student must wear the particular uniform on the day, and he must wear the shoes and along with identity card. Other things have to, and also every student, every teacher has to come to a particular time. So these are the rules and regulations. Otherwise, we can't. The school cannot run it. So, to effective ruling, how the schools or some other organizations implement these rules and regulations for the free and fair elections. To conduct the free and fair elections, the election commission must announce the code. This is called as a election code. Every contest of the election or every party candidate must be followed. That means when election commission announced, the government should not take any new appointments. That is one of the important election code. And again, while we are campaigning, you must show the expenditure of the elections. Every candidate who contests should show the expenditure of the beyond the limits or limited expenditure which was given by the election commission or not. And also, you should not focus the symbols of the religion as caste and creed. You should not influence any person by giving bribes, by giving prizes to the voters. That when the election date was announced, the entire administration, the entire machinery should be comes under this election commission only. This is called as election code. Every contestant must follow the election code only. So those who are not follow the election code, automatically the government is right to take the severe action against the particular person. This is called as election code. The state government is also, the state election commission is also must announce the election code, and also central government also. Once again, one thing, do you know, the state election commission must be worked under the guidance of the election commission of India. Yes, how in the state level election commission is there, and the district level also, the district collector is district collector is also the chief election of the district. The district collector is chief election of district. Yes. Understand? Central level election commissioner is there, the state level election commissioner is there, and the district level also. And that means the district collector acts as the election commissioner of the district only. Yes, the district collector has right to appoint some persons. They are called as returning officer. Returning officer and presiding officer. Okay? Once again, already I explained we learn about the election commission of the state, the functions of the election commission, and the different levels of elections, that is called as general elections, by-elections, and midterm elections, and also from the different kinds of political parties, what is called political party, what is called regional party, what are the important national parties are there, what are the important regional parties are there, and on that you learn more information about the election system in India today. Yes, sir. Tomorrow I can explain you about who is the returning officer and who is the presiding officer, what are their duties, how they conduct elections, how people make use their roles, what are the changes took place in the election system in India with the modern day, how technology is also used in the election commission, and what are the problems are faced previously and the present. We may discuss later. Tomorrow I can explain about all these things. Thank you.